Hi, and welcome to Repurpose Wednesday. This past weekend, my husband and I were cleaning out our pantry, and I was cleaning out my spice rack and came across several things that are still have a little bit of life left, but aren't really up to par for what I'd like them to be for my fall cooking. Now, I spent a lot of money on these items last year, so I don't just want to toss them, I want to repurpose them. Repurposing is great. It can save you a lot of money by helping you to create products that you might otherwise go out and buy, but it also is helpful because you're keeping things out of landfills. So we can keep a little green in our pockets and we can help the earth stay green as well. I'm going to show you 5 things that I came up with to repurpose the spices from my cabinets. The first thing I came up with is a room freshener. Now, I had this bottle of vanilla that's on its last legs. I'm not going to use it for my cooking, but I don't want to get rid of it. Vanilla is one of the expensive spices from your cabinet, so I want to make sure I can use every last bit of it that I can. So I've taken a travel size bottle that I purchased in the travel section of one of the major retail stores, and I filled it with filtered water from my refrigerator, or you could use bottled water, or you could even use your tap water. And I've filled the bottle with the water, and then I'm just going to add some of the vanilla extract. And here I've got a fabulous room freshener. Just spritz a couple spritz of this freshener and your house is going to smell just wonderful like vanilla. I also have some vanilla beans from last year that aren't really fresh anymore for cooking. You can see they're a little bit brittle, but these vanilla beans were really expensive. So again, I don't want to just toss these. So what I've done is I've taken a repurposed candle jar from last year, I filled it with sea salts, and I'm just going to put some vanilla pieces into this sea salt. Now this sea salt is going to absorb the fragrance of the vanilla, and I can use this as a room freshener or I can use it as bath salts. Something else I can do with some of the whole spices that I have, I can put them in one of these simmering pots. This is an electric simmering pot, and I'm just going to put some whole spices in there and add some water. The base is going to heat up and the room is going to fill with the aroma of the spices that I have in here. You could use anise stars, you can use cloves, cinnamon, any of the whole spices that you have would work great in this. If you don't have an electric pot, you can use a coffee filter and fill it with some of these ground spices. I have some cardamom and some ginger in here. I put a few cloves in here, and then you can take a kitchen tie and just wrap it up in the coffee filter, secure it, and then put this in a pot of simmering water on your stove top. And there you've got a little spice sachet sitting on your stove top. Your house is going to fill with the wonderful fragrances of these beautiful spices. The final thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make a sachet. Now, I went to my lost sock drawer in my laundry room. I know we've all got these. I don't know how they multiply so quickly, but we all seem to have them. I can take some of these whole spices and put them in the sock. I have some vanilla, some cloves, some cinnamon, and then just tie a knot in the end or fold it over and put this in the back of a drawer, and then your drawers are going to smell like these wonderful fall spices. Repurposing things can really help us out in our pocketbooks and as well as the environment. We're responsible when we repurpose things, we save money when we repurpose things, and we're doing a good deed for ourselves and for the earth. Come back and join us again next Wednesday for a Repurpose Wednesday tip.